The Minneapolis mayor is urging city council members to consider his choice for rebuilding the 3rd Police Precinct.
The old site on East Lake Street still sits charred and boarded up nearly 3.5 years after it was burned by rioters after the murder of George Floyd by police. Renee Cooper talked to the mayor about his plan. She joins us live from Minneapolis. Renee?
Kevin, I'm at 2600 Minnehaha Avenue, about a half-mile down the road from the former 3rd Precinct. Today, in his second letter addressed to council members in the last couple of weeks, Mayor Jacob Frey said time is up, and he asked council members to put aside some money to build it here. Why now 2600 Minnehaha?
Over the period of many, many months, if not years, our city staff has been exploring dozens of different sites to try to find potential options for a 3rd Precinct that would be workable. And ultimately, there were 2 options that then became 3.
Option 1, rebuild the old. 2, build a new one down the street. Or 3, co-locate the 3rd Precinct with the 1st at Century Plaza downtown. Mayor Jacob Frey now endorsing option 2, which would cost the city roughly twice as much as option 1 and right around the same amount as option 3. The difference with Century Plaza being the city would lease the space and it would likely be temporary.
Most people want to see a 3rd Precinct in the 3rd Precinct, and that's where I'm at too.
Mayor Frey saying he'll sign off on any of the above, but he's done looking around.
Here's the main point. A new potential site would be millions of dollars more expensive on top of that. Because you got to acquire the site, you got to demolish a building, you got to remediate the ground, and you haven't even laid a single brick.
Yes, people do want a precinct within the borders of the 3rd Precinct.
Rachel Boki represents Longfellow Community Council, just around the corner from the former site, and one of 2 neighborhood groups critical of the city's spring community engagement, ultimately rejecting the 2 options at the time.
Century Plaza was not within that boundary. 2600 Minnehaha is on the very end corner of this precinct. So if we're talking about central locations, if we're talking about response times, that's not going to get to it.
We've had time to consider. We've looked at a multitude of different sites, and we got to move forward. I mean, look, this is, at the end of the day, what we're elected to do. These are not comfortable decisions, but it's still, you need to make a decision.
Now, the mayor can't actually set a deadline for the council to make this decision, but he is requesting that members move forward with an action plan by the time the Committee of the Whole meets next, which should be in about 2 weeks. Live in Minneapolis, Renee Cooper, 5 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Renee.